A lot of sunshine across much of the country today, but as you can see here, it's not everywhere. We're struggling with some mist and fog along the north coast of Cornwall. But today is a lot quieter than it was yesterday. We had a lot of noisy thunderstorms yesterday, torrential rain and some flooding, and 28,000 lightning strikes as well. Now, the chance of some storms across England and Wales is much reduced. It's generally going to be dry, very few if any showers developing. Here's an interesting fact for you. The 13th of June is the only day where we've never recorded 30 degrees in the summer. So June, July, August, 13th of June, the only day never to reach 30 degrees. Could we do it this year? Well, we're getting close already here in Hampshire, but also temperatures are 29 degrees in West Wales and in Cumbria.
Hello there, good afternoon. A lot more blue sky and sunshine around today. It was a beautiful sunrise earlier on this morning as captured by a weather watcher in Footscray. And here's the shards sparkling in all of that sunshine too earlier on this morning. The sunshine is just set to continue as we head through the rest of the week. It is looking mostly dry, so we've lost the thunderstorms from yesterday and it will feel a bit less humid as well. The heat's not quite so oppressive.
Well, it's not just here where the weather is beautiful and the views are good. Take a look at this over West Reservoir. What a nice place to live. Now, over the next few days, things stay sunny, mostly dry, still warm, not quite as warm as the weekend, and thankfully a little less muggy. And we've also got very high UV and pollen. Temperatures similar to today, highs of 24 to 29. Let's take a look at the outlook, staying very pleasant, just a little bit more unsettled by Saturday. Here's the pollen. Pollen, I'm afraid, is still a nightmare. We've got grass pollen and weed pollen from wildflowers and nettles. But from me, from us all here, and the beautiful view, even with the pollution, we'll see you later on. Cheerio.
Good evening to you. Well, it's been, for most of us, another very warm, hot and sunny day with fewer thunderstorms around. Here's a selection of places and their top temperatures today. And unusually today, the 13th of June, it's the first time since records began that we've seen temperatures at 30 Celsius or above, and a number of places broke that record today. In fact, that was the warmest day for Wales so far this year. In the next few days, plenty of sunshine. It's going to stay dry with less humidity, so it's going to feel more comfortable.
We were talking about air pollution a little bit earlier on in the programme. Of course, the weather has just exacerbated that with the southeasterly wind dragging all that continental air our way. And of course, we've got sinking air at the moment in the form of high pressure. That's not set to change as we head through the rest of the week, although the wind will turn a little more easterly, but it will also lighten. Very atmospheric picture earlier on this morning from Ruthie Babes in Twickenham. Plenty of mist along the river, didn't last for too long. Lots of blue sky and sunshine. It was another warm one. Widely 27, 28 degrees Celsius. We even got a 29 in Heathrow. Beautiful picture here with the park in Kingsbury. Now, you may have noticed that it did feel a little bit fresher today. The dew points were a little bit lower, certainly lower than they were yesterday. So the air not holding quite so much moisture. The heat didn't feel quite so oppressive. That's going to come very handy overnight tonight, and for the rest of the week it all just continues. It is looking mostly dry, certainly until we get to Sunday at least. A lot of sunshine around and still very warm.
Hello there. It's been a dry day for many parts of the UK today, and in the sunshine we have seen the temperatures soaring. We reached a milestone today because for the first time ever on the 13th of June the temperature in the UK topped 30 degrees. We reached that milestone in West Wales but also into Sussex. Fewer storms around, but they have been going across parts of the Highlands. Some thunderstorms and some very heavy rain. Also had a few storms across the western side of Northern Ireland. Otherwise clear skies, slightly fresher air, losing that humidity, so temperatures are going to be a bit lower and maybe getting down as low as 9 degrees in the northeast of England. And over the next few days we keep this warm, dry and sunny picture going, but it will be cooler at night. Further east still dry, should be dry for the start of the test match at Edgbaston in the Ashes, and temperatures across the eastern side of the UK will be reaching 26 or 27 degrees again. Into the weekend, things do start to change. We're looking at showers developing in more of the UK, and that showery theme continues into next week.
A health alert has been issued for all of England after a heat wave was declared in the UK. The UK Health Security Agency and the Met Office issued the yellow alert until next Monday. Well, Becky is in the sunshine in Kent for us this evening. Becky, what is the official definition of a heat wave and how hot could it actually get?
Well, the official definition of a heat wave is where you have 3 consecutive days, or at least 3 consecutive days, where the daily maximum temperature exceeds a certain number of degrees above that daily seasonal average. And that's certainly what we've had in the last few days. Now, the good news for those who don't really cope terribly well with the heat is that we've probably seen the peak of the heat in this particular heat wave. We saw highs of 32.2 degrees in Surrey on Sunday, but over the next few days we're going to fairly regularly see temperatures rising widely into the high 20s, and it could even last for another week or so. So plenty hot enough, but as you say, here I am in Kent, and I'm at Lower Ladysden Farm in Goudshurst, and it's a beautiful pick your own fruit and veg farm. Now, the season has begun late this year because of the miserable spring weather, but actually that combined with the sunny hot weather recently has given these strawberries longer to ripen and therefore an extra sweetness this year. And good news, the season this year should last longer too.
The changing climate means they need more water. Obviously they need to be watered regularly with a hotter summer, but it does also mean there's less risk of fungal diseases from obviously a wet environment. So it should mean that we can extend the season. Yeah, we'll hopefully pick strawberries right through until September.
So perfect strawberry picking weather over the next few days. Let's have a look at the detail for the full forecast. So no surprise, it continues to be hot and sunny across the bulk of the UK over the next few days, but it is thankfully a lot less humid. Although, as you've been hearing, we do have some problems with high levels of pollen and UV. So of course, as always, don't forget the sun cream. And then we look ahead to the next few days, and we are expecting more of the same for Thursday and Friday. It starts to get a little bit more unsettled from the far southwest on Friday, and into the weekend we do start to see once again some showers breaking out, and yes, once again the risk that some of these could be rather thundery in nature. So keep an eye out for the latest forecast where you are, with the return of thunderstorms possible over this weekend and into next week. But for now, it is perfect picking weather, and all I can say is that these were definitely worth the wait. Back to you.
All right, Becky in Kent, enjoy. Thank you.